Welcome back to Final Fantasy 16. We've just completed both the Echoes of the Fallen DLC and the Rising Tide DLC. And you may recognize the music in the background here. It's the cool boss music from the Echoes of the Fallen DLC. Just looking through the music on the orchestra there, and I noticed it. I thought it was pretty cool. So I've been listening to it for the last 5 minutes. But yeah, I was just checking over everything on the map to make sure we haven't lost or missed anything just before we set off to complete the game. And I did notice that, let's bring up the world map here, that for some reason, in Haven, for the Rising Tide DLC, there's now a side quest. So, I'm just going to have a look what that is quickly, before, I don't want to miss anything, so I want to do it all. The lady down by the water.
Praise be to the heavens.
That's Shula again. What do you want now?
No, it has to be him.
What has to be who? If you, don't mind my asking.
It's not your asking, I mind. It's my explaining. But I don't see any other way around it. You see, when a baby is born here, we hold a ceremony to welcome them. The rite of immersion, we call it. But I don't know whether Walius was ever afforded that courtesy. What is abundantly clear, though, is that my ancestors never welcomed him as one of us. And I want to change that. The problem is, the ceremony requires 3 ministrators. The baby's parents, and a witness. As tributary, the role of witness would normally fall to me, but being Walius's closest living relative, I must play the role of mother.
So you
I'm the
want to
witness.
serve as witness in your stead?
That's right. A witness must be a trusty guardian, ready to steer the child through the stormy waters of life, and on to tranquility. Which is why I thought of you.
Alright. Let's be a witness for some reason to a baby we don't even know.
It would be my honor.
Thank you, Clive.
So, if you will serve as mother and I as witness, who will take on the father's role?
I have a younger brother. He should be making ready for the rite as we speak, though whether he is or not. Let me introduce you.
Please do. If he's anything like his sister, I'm sure we'll get on famously.
I'll bid him come to the Witten Hall. Will you wait for us there?
Gladly.
Oh, Clive, you flirt. I'm a trusty witness to a child that I've kicked the shit out of like 3 times.
It is good to have him back.
Although, to be fair, he probably kicked the shit out of me a couple of times too.
Clive, my brother.
If it isn't my old mate Sid!
Are you serious?
You?
So you do remember me, even stripped of my cunning disguise? I'm touched.
You two know each other.
My friends and I crossed paths with your brother on our hunt for the dusk crystals, during which we saved his life. 3 times, was it?
3, 4, who's counting? All I know is when Shula mentioned she'd called in Sid the Outlaw to help young Walias, I could be sure that the little rascal was in safe hands. I mean, having seen you in action back at the tower, I know exactly what you're capable of.
So the mercenary you met in the Sage Spire, that was Clive. And he saved your life? That's a rather different story from the one you told me. And a far likelier one at that. It would appear my family owe you twice over. Whether they admit it or not. Honestly, Fammy, would it kill you to tell the truth once in a while?
What? I said sorry, didn't I?
He looks weird
Why
with
don't
grey
we
hair.
save the recriminations until after the ceremony, eh?
Speaking of which, what does this ceremony involve exactly?
It's simple, really. We each say a short prayer and anoint the child's head with holy water.
Nothing too onerous, then.
Not about the rite itself, no. But it does call for some preparation. One of the witness's responsibilities is to collect the holy water, you see. 3 phials for the 3 ministrators, each taken from a particular place. Don't worry, though. It's not as if you have to go alone. I can show you the way.
I'd appreciate that.
Famiel, you stay here and ready the Witten Hall.
Leave it to me.
If there's anything Jill and I can do to assist you.
We'd be glad to help.
Thank you both.
What do you think of my new sword, Shula? Looks a lot cooler than the last one you saw me with.
All right then, let's get started, shall we? There are 3 types of holy water that we must collect. The water of the mountain, of the river, and of the sea. We take the water of the mountain from the spring atop Maiden's March. The water of the river from the course that flows through the ruins of Riversmeet. And the water of the sea from the shallows of Tailwind Bay. Here are the phials we'll be using in the ceremony. I'm ready to leave whenever you are.
3 empty files. Yeah, he looks so weird with like with grey hair. He looks like an evil villain from a Halloween movie or something made in the 90s. Oh, let's see where we gotta go then. We gotta go over here, up there, and all the way over there, which we haven't been to yet. So it's we'll go to the easy locations first. So we'll start here. Sure, it won't be easy though. Down here to the right, is it? Yes. I'm sure there's something down here that I want to have a fight.
Stay back! I'm warning you!
Someone's in trouble. Come on.
Yep, somebody wants to fight a girl.
Help! What help? Nobody's coming to... Help?
Hello.
We're here to help.
With convenient timing.
Keep its attention on us.
To roar, man. Suck on that, bitch. I did take the opportunity outside this fight to build my Zantetsuken back up. Because I don't have the ability to do that at the moment. After getting rid of Dancing Steel. Oh, good shot, mate. I didn't see you coming then. Hey, I thought I froze him. Like that. Suck it. New enemies approach. I'm sorry, but those new enemies can screw off. I'm not going to bother using my Zantetsu. I see a chest. With some bombs. Run away! You didn't run away, I did warn you. Have a frost bomb to the face, it's fine. Curl Whisker.
Is anyone hurt?
Oh, Sid! Thank all the clouds in the heavens you came.
You saved us. Again.
I was going to say, and then the two weirdos that follow her brother around.
Explain what you're doing up here.
The chief sent us to fetch incense for the ceremony. So the Witten Hall smells nice. For the little Ben.
You mean to tell me you braved this den of deadly beasts for some tree sap?
You don't have to do everything he says, you know.
Or if you must, at least have the good sense to ask one of our hunters to accompany you.
We're sorry.
It's fine. Just go back to the village before you get yourselves into any more trouble.
Right you are.
Oh, and thanks and that.
No problem. Yet again.
Remind me to give my brother a cuff round the ear when we get back.
Give him a what?
Right then. Let's collect this water, shall we?
Shall we? We shall, but I seen a chest somewhere up here. Where was it? There it is. Probably nothing useful in it, but I've spotted it now, so I must have it. Fill the vial.
The rain that falls on the mountain emerges here, in these springs.
The source of the river. The source of life.
Precisely. Take care not to spill it.
Right.
Can't promise anything.
Let's save that for the ceremony.
Next up, we have this one here. So we'll go to River's Meet. Just down here somewhere. Isn't this where we fought that monster?
We can collect the water of the river from here.
All right.
I see a giant flam.
Straight home now.
At least they don't force us to fight anything on this one. I still want to go poke the flam though.
The water of the river represents life. It is constantly moving, constantly changing. And though its course may twist and turn or branch into 1,000 separate streams, It always flows in the same direction, from source to sea, beginning to end.
Like time. What of Wallius then? When your ancestors froze him, did they remove him from the River of Life?
They did. Like an ice-bound pool that didn't thaw for 80 summers. But now he's free to flow again, to live. And you and I shall flow with him, for we are all but drops of water in the great river of life.
I find that thought oddly reassuring.
Go on.
A drop of water might seem insignificant on its own, but as a part of a torrent, it can cleave a path through the hardest rock. It makes me believe we humans might just stand a chance.
I believe we might.
Yeah, we
There's
might.
one more file to go then.
Nearly done.
Do you see, right there next to them crabs, one of those egg things that normally hold some very interesting loot? So we might have to get rid of these crabs just so I can get it. Which doesn't appear like it's going to be that hard to do. I take it back, because loads more appeared. Better be something good in there, man. What do you got for us? Reflection of light. That's got something to do with Bahamut. It's this one, isn't it? Enhances Bahamut's iconic feat, Wings of Light, both increasing the speed at which the Mega Flare gauge fills and extending the input window for a Mega Flare dodge. That's a great bit of kit, that is. Especially if you use it a lot like I do. Because you're more likely to get the dodge off. And it builds a lot faster. Well, I don't know if it builds a lot faster, but it builds fast. That's not a giant flan. It's just a quid in, man. Still, it's worth it for that that bit of kit. Pick this up and oh, hello. What we got here then? Aquamarine.
This is the mineral Paval was talking about. The one that rings out like a bell.
No, I've got to go pick this up. Stop showing me loot. I've got to go to the next area. 12 chunks of wyrite. And for the final one, it's down here. So our best bet is to go to Tailwind Bay and then leg it down.
This path leads down to the coast. Usually we keep this gate shut tight, but since this is a special occasion...
Oh, aren't you nice? I just have to jump off my chocobo though, just to be able to open it.
Thank the tides the weather held. This place can be treacherous when the waves are high. If it weren't for the holy water, no one would ever come down here.
I'll be sure to watch my step.
That sounds like there might be some nice interesting things down here.
Water flows to the sea, then rises into the clouds. Just like life, the end is not the end, only a new beginning.
No, still only shark fangs.
My ancestors chose this place because it was where the first boat landed.
And it's a good thing they didn't land closer to the surge.
Quite.
Let's go rock pooling.
The water of the sea. I still can't help but be awed by it.
Oh? All that wave ever made me feel was pity and sorrow for the innocent life trapped inside it. The child my great-grandfather sacrificed to try to change his people's fate. It was wrong, an unforgivable sin. But I often wonder, will my descendants ever forgive me for what I have done? As tributary, I've faced many difficult choices. And though I've always striven to do what's best for my people, here we live in poverty, hidden away from the world. So have my choices denied them a better life, just as my ancestors denied Walyas his?
No. You would not forcibly sacrifice one of your people to save the others. You do the best you can for all of them, as do I. We share in their woes, just as we share in their joys. And the most we can do is try to bring them more of the latter.
Aye, you're right. And try I shall, to bring all of my people a better tomorrow. Walyas included.
Then I wish you luck. If my time with the boy is any indication, he's going to be quite a handful.
Then we must start as we mean to go on, and give him the very best welcome we can.
Where to next, then?
That's it,
Back to
isn't
the
it?
village, to find out if my brother has made the necessary preparations. Or got his lackeys to do it for him.
Got his lackeys, obviously. Yo, bro.
We have the holy water. Is everything else in place?
All ready to go. Told you you could count on me.
Then let us begin. Famiel, have your men summon everyone to the Witten Hall.
Right you are.
Shula, wait. I don't know the words.
Don't worry, there aren't many of them. We'll have time enough to practice before people arrive.
Very smiley baby.
My friends, we are gathered here today to welcome this child into our community by the rite of immersion, as has been our custom since the first reign. As tributary, I would normally perform the rite with the child's parents, but Walyas's mother and father returned to the sea long ago. So I and my brother Famiel shall serve as his family, while the one who returned him to us shall bear witness in my stead. Clive, if you would step forward.
like the rain that falls on the mountains tall, are we born.
Like the river that flows through the valleys below, do we live.
Like the boundless sea, where the currents run free, do we die, and to the clouds then rise again.
This is where he gets really annoyed with people dropping water on him and turns back into Leviathan. Kills everyone.
The circle of water is the circle of life. And today, from the heavens falls rain anew. This child, Walius, now joins our stream, and he shall flow with us from the mountains to the sea. You played your part to a T, Clive. Thank you. It means a lot to us.
I was honored to be asked. And terrified I'd miss.
Now that you're part of the family, young Walyas, my lad. Uncle Samuel can teach you the ways of the world.
Oh no, he can't.
Eh?
Don't be so hasty. Your brother's knack for self-preservation might serve him well.
Ha! You are never going to let me live that down, are you?
I'm gonna raise Walius as if he were my own. Teach him everything I know about life, our people, and our past. But with all the mother crystals gone, he will grow up in a world without comforts. One where we only have ourselves and each other to rely on.
I'd say your people are better prepared than most to survive in such a world, Shula. To thrive, indeed, under your guidance.
Only if nature continues to smile on us. If we were to lose her gifts, we'd be left with nothing at all.
Yes. But it needn't come to that. Not if we can stop the spread of the Blight. So long as we can save a single patch of soil, we can plant the seeds for a new world. One where we can all be free.
Perhaps then, we might finally be able to step out from behind our curtain, eh? Till that day comes, I wish you good tide.
Thank you. We should be on our way.
Well, you be careful out there.
Aye, you steer clear of trouble now.
Likewise.
I think Clive and Shula should just kiss and make up. Or kiss and get over with, should I say. Jill's not there. Quest complete. No, surely that's the last one. First Reigned Talisman. Oft called pennons on account of their flag-like nature, these quaint hand-woven charms are believed to represent one's journey down the river of life from first rain to their ultimate return to the sea. Every Mysidian receives dozens of talismans at their rite of immersion with hopes that their journey is as long as it is calm. Displayed in my chambers.
To think, we must be the first outsiders to have witnessed that rite in over a century.
Wallius has been waiting for it for nearly as long. He seemed pleased to be finally rejoining the family.
Now all we have to do is save that family. To change our river's course.
I lost my files of water. Wasn't there a... I could have swore there was an erect stone here somewhere.
You don't reckon Shula's...
Apparently not.
Thinking it just...
Alright. I was going to see if that was a solution.
Sorry for all the trouble.
From what I've checked out, apparently we're supposed to be prompted with a thing to return to Haven, and then Ultima speaks to us or something, and that's how we get to do the thing for our Illudium. So let's go back to Haven. Or the hideaway. Still playing the boss music. No prompt from Ultima or anything like that, so I don't know what's going on with that. I'll have to figure it out. I might be missing something very obvious, but... We got one new one. We're only missing one now, which I'm not sure where that's coming from, but again, I'll have to Google that and find out. But now that is officially the end of the DLC though, I think, unless something else popped up in the meantime. So rather than run the two over, I'm going to end this one here, and then what we can do is immediately start the end game stuff in the next one. So a massive thank you for those of you who are watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. And then hopefully you join me in the next one where we should start the end game.